My name is Eric Pitts. I work for the payments department at Feig as a market manager. Let's just first dive into the cVEND plug, and that's really the smallest form factor terminal that's out there on the market. It does closed loop, it does open loop, ISO 14443, RFID, NFC, basically everything except for logic. Usually goes into small form factor unattended machines, usually where we have a glass or a non-metallic surrounding, makes for a really nice integration, and basically all you see is that little knob here, and that's all it takes to have fully fledged contactless acceptance. Of course, then we have situations where we have a metallic framing, we have situations where it needs to be a little more robust. So we came up with an encasing for the cVEND plug, the cVEND box or box plus, which comes then with the encasing, MDB capability, low power management capability, etc. And of course, a very robust surrounding that also offers, as the Box Plus version, a display that can display messages from the machine if the machine is not able to do so. Because we have the encasing, we now have more space. We comply with the EVA spec here. We're also able to enhance it with SAM card slots. And then of course comes the time when we talk about payments above a certain contactless pinless limit, where you actually have to go the next evolutionary step, which is then a pin pad. So basically, we started the cVEND pin. We have a fully fledged unattended terminal pin pad solution that comes as a 2-module system with an integrated NFC antenna in the display and a secure hybrid card reader in order to accept chip and magstripe cards. The fancy thing about this is, of course, that we pack the NFC antenna into the display. We align the LEDs on the side below each other, so basically if you hold or tap your card in front of the display, you'll still be able to see the LEDs, and it'll show you that the card has been accepted and everybody's happy. And that basically gives you a 2-module system that then can be used to comply with requirements for newer unattended pin pad projects. Of course, all of the terminals are internationally available. They have all the required regulatory certifications that are necessary, and we usually make sure that we continuously work on those certifications. We work on those features in order to make a product that basically takes care of all your concerns. And then of course we get into certain situations, verticals, where we have requirements for different form factors, where we might not have any space inside the machine because it's a machine that's been there for 10 years and you just have to get on top and basically get a couple of cables in there to get the movie rolling. We then use our cVEND plug, we use distance framing, we call this our cVEND plug modular kit. I call it the mounting kit because basically when you see this as the machine, you just basically plop the whole thing on top. You have no issues with any metal framing because there's enough space. You have everything you need with the cVEND plug inside. You have a nice stable encasing. We're talking IP65, IK10, so any usual specs that you would know and also expect from Feig. And this of course helps us then to also build extension boards that enhance the cVEND plug, be it with SAM slots, be it with MDB capability, and so on, in order to go into different verticals or different sub-verticals and have then basically different modular setups of the cVEND plug, of the Feig cVEND terminal family to specifically fit your needs. So that about sums it up, and as you can see, there's actually a solution for any kind of situation in the unattended market, self-service, self-checkout market that you can think of. If you can think of another one, let us know and we'll build it for you. Let's look at a parking machine. So usually you have parking machines at train stations, airports, etc. And usually at those places, we actually have to pay a little more for usual parking pleasures. For example, here in Germany, we have now a limit of 50 euros for contactless transactions without a PIN. Anything that's above 50 euros will require a PIN. For those situations, we have our cVEND PIN, unattended payment terminal PIN pad, which is comprised of the PIN pad, which has also the intelligence behind it in the controller and the antenna around the display. So basically all in one here. If we're talking about a 100% contactless card market, we can actually, in the future, just basically live with this one module. So nowadays, for us here in Germany, we actually still have the obligation to have a support for chip and max drive cards. So we're also offering, as a standard set part, the secure hybrid card reader. Just to show you guys how it's done, we have a 55 euro parking ticket locked in. I'm just gonna go ahead and tap it. That's basically it. Now, of course, I need to show my PIN. I'm not gonna show it to you, of course. So, and as you can see, it's already approved. Bam, we're done. You can get your receipt for your expense account and have a good day. Let's say we're not at an airport, not at a train station. We just parked there for like 10 minutes. So in this case, we just locked in 350. So basically all you gotta do is just tap and go. And that's, honestly, that's actually it. It takes about 2 seconds to get this thing authorized. Unless you still need your receipt for your expense account, you can just go. There's two more things that are really interesting. So for one, tokenization. So tokenization is basically taking your 16-digit card number, encrypting it, and basically saving it, for example, on the terminal or on the PMS, the park management system, and basically can reuse it for calculation of a fee or as your ticket, because basically that's all you need. Secondly, future-proof system is we make sure that we have all certifications in place that are required to have this terminal do what it's supposed to do in any aspect. With this 2-module terminal system, you basically have a state-of-the-art terminal that'll make you happy for the next 10+ years. We pride ourselves in our quality hardware and software maintenance. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your time. We've now come to the end of our presentation, and we'll now have a Q&A where hopefully we'll be able to answer all your questions and to continue our discussions. Thank you.